Magic Detective, starring the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone. He tells you the inside story of the accusing corpse. And right after the story, Blackstone will explain tricks that you yourself can perform, reveal the guarded secrets of the world's greatest living magician. And now, stand by for Blackstone, the Magic Detective. Blackstone. Rhoda. That's funny. No one seems to be here. Blackstone.
Mr. Blackstone, please help me. Please.
Look,
I know you're not a regular detective, but no one else will listen to me. No one will believe me. Oh, Mr. Blackstone...
Look, I'm Alan Kent. I'm not...
Well, where is he? Where is Mr. Blackstone?
Well, I was just looking for him myself. He doesn't seem to be around right now. Oh, no. Come on, stop. I mean, gosh, don't cry like that. Look, there. Stop it. Oh, Blackstone. Thank heaven you're here.
Why, what's the matter?
What on earth have you been doing to make this poor girl cry like this? You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Alan.
Mr. Blackstone, you've got to help me. I know it was murder. I know it. But the doctor says it was heart failure, and there was no motive, and even the autopsy didn't prove anything. I'm so afraid.
Rhoda, get Miss...
Grant. Janet Grant.
Get Miss Grant a glass of water, and then we'll see what we can do to help.
Here you are.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm all right now. I'm sorry to have broken down like this, but you were my last hope, and when you weren't here,
Well, he's here now.
Now, suppose you tell me what this is all about.
Have you ever been frightened? Really frightened, I mean.
I certainly have.
I think everyone has, sometimes in their lives.
I'm frightened now.
What's the matter? You said something about murder and an autopsy.
It is murder.
Who was murdered?
My Aunt Maisie. She died at midnight the day before yesterday. She went to bed and never woke up.
Was she an old woman?
Yes, very.
Well, isn't that a perfect way to die, just to go to sleep?
She was murdered, I tell you. Murdered in cold blood. I don't know how I know it, but I do. When I go into her house, there's something evil there. Something wicked and unknown and evil.
You say there was an autopsy?
Yes. I had this feeling of evil so strongly that I had an autopsy performed.
But the doctors found nothing?
Nothing.
Well, who would want to kill your aunt? Who would benefit by her dying?
I'm the only person who inherited.
Well, did she leave very much?
Very little. She'd had a great many old family jewels, but they're all gone now.
Gone? What do you mean by that?
During the last years of her life, Auntie was, well, eccentric. She gave away most of the jewelry. She gave it to strangers, to people who did her small favors, just anybody. There's nothing left.
Did you ever know any of the people she gave the jewelry to?
No. The only way I found out about it was when Miss Ella asked me to try to stop her.
Miss Ella?
Auntie's housekeeper.
Oh.
Only she was more than that. She was a companion, a nurse, a friend, everything.
She came and told you about the gifts of jewelry. Well, what did you do?
I went and talked to Auntie about it. She denied it. She didn't like to have the jewelry discussed.
She thought you were trying to get it away from her?
I wasn't, though.
When was your aunt's funeral?
It's tomorrow. That's why I had to come and see you today. It's the last chance.
Well, could we see your aunt?
Why, yes, I guess so. She's lying out at the old house now. Miss Ella is keeping watch.
Get your hat, Rhoda.
Auntie's in there. I'll go in and tell Miss Ella that you've come.
Good.
I don't like this. That girl's right. There is a feeling of evil around here.
You feel it too, Alan?
Oh, quiet, you two.
You've come to see my mistress?
Yes, if we may.
You must leave her in peace. There's been too much excitement around here. The dead cannot rest when there's excitement.
We've come to help if we can.
Oh, she's past help now. Leave her in peace.
Won't you come in, Mr. Blackstone?
Very well. Rhoda, you and Alan wait here with Miss Ella.
All right. Why don't you try to rest, Miss Ella? Janet and Mr. Blackstone are with her now.
I cannot rest until my mistress rests, too.
She is resting now.
No, people won't leave her alone. There's doctors and strangers around her. She hated strangers. She wouldn't allow them near her.
But Janet said she gave jewelry to strangers. She wouldn't have done that if she hated them, would she, Miss Ellen?
I don't know. She was a good woman. And now she's gone. Gone. And they won't let her rest. I'm going back to her now.
Whew. She seems sort of violent.
Yeah, she does. Well, what do you think we ought to do now?
Oh, I'd say if I had my druther, go home and go to a nice quiet horror movie to calm our nerves. Something peaceful like Dracula or Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
I think we'd better go in there.
Us? In there?
Yes.
Maybe I better wait for you here. Phone might ring or something.
No, sir, you're coming with me.
Oh, all right. But if my hair turns white, I'm going to hold you personally responsible.
Look over there.
Yeah. They're all meeting around the coffin.
Oh, there's candles flickering. It's terrifying. I don't like it.
We'll want to go to that movie now?
Oh, look.
The corpse. The corpse is moving.
She's pointing. No. The body's sitting up.
Stop it. Stop it, I tell you. You're dead. Oh, you can't rise from the dead to accuse me. The dead cannot talk.
She's accusing you, Miss Ella.
No.
She says you killed her.
No.
Look at her finger. It's pointing at you.
Yes, I killed her. I killed her, and I'm glad. I'm glad. She deserved to die. She was cruel. Cruel. I killed her. I killed her.
Why did you kill her, Miss Ella?
She didn't need the jewels. She didn't want them. She never wore them. But they meant everything to me. And then she found out that I'd stolen them. I had to kill her. And so I did. No one knew. Even the doctors didn't know. And now she's dead. And I'm glad. Glad.
Well, I, for one, am darned happy to be back here in your studio, Blackstone. I wish you two would stop taking me on cases.
That's what you always say, afterwards.
Look, I don't even like to discuss the subject. But there is one thing I'd like to know.
How I made Auntie sit up in her coffin and point that finger at Miss Ella.
Yes.
Well, when you were a little boy, Alan, didn't you ever attach black thread to an object and then jerk it away just as someone started to pick it up?
Yes. But what's that got to do with...
Some magicians' tricks are based on that same principle. Only magicians use black piano wire. I tied a piece of it to the wrist of the corpse, and when I pulled, it raised its arm and then started to sit up.
But how did she kill her?
She gave her a hypo almost every night to make her sleep.
Oh.
It was easy enough to see that an air bubble got into her vein.
So that was it.
And so another mystery was solved by magic.
Boy, I'm glad there was a nice logical solution to that. Maybe I won't have quite so many nightmares now that I know how it was done.
Well, now we have solved one mystery. Let me show you another. The riddle of the 3 jacks.
Oh, I see a card trick coming up.
That's right, Rhoda. Well, here's the pack. Now, watch me closely while I deal some cards. There's one for you.
And one for me.
And another here for me.
And another here for me.
And there's a 3rd card for you, Rhoda. But I'm going to use your 3rd card, Alan, to scoop up the other 2 like this.
I see. Now you're putting my cards on the top of the pack. Why is that?
Because Rhoda has 3 jacks. Turn them up, Rhoda, and see for yourself.
Oh, yes. Well, these are the 3 jacks, but...
But what, Rhoda?
Well, could you deal them like that again?
Of course. Lay them face down on the pack.
There they are.
And here they go. 1 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 to the left, 1 to the right, 1 to the left. And with the next card, I scoop up the 2 on the right and put them back on the pack.
And these cards on the left are mine. Do you mean there'll be 3 jacks again?
They are the 3 jacks, Rhoda. Look at them.
Yes, the jacks.
I'll lay them face down on the pack again and watch me deal. Slowly this time, so there can be no trickery.
1 to me, 1 to Alan, 1 to me, 1 to Alan, 1 to me.
And now I use the 6th card to scoop up Alan's other 2.
And are my 3 cards the jacks?
They are, Rhoda.
But it can't be possible. But they are the jacks.
Say, Blackstone, can anybody do that trick?
Oh, why, of course, Alan. And if Rhoda can't think it out in the next few minutes, I'll be back to explain how it's done.
Now, Blackstone, for goodness sake, tell me how to work this impossible trick.
And how you can work it over and over again.
Well, it's very simple. You see, you use 4 jacks.
4 jacks?
That's right. 3 on the top, then any odd card, and under that, the 4th jack.
What happens then, Blackstone?
I deal 1 to the left, 1 to the right, and so on, until I come to the last card on the right.
Yes, that's the one you slide underneath.
So I can pick up the other 2 with it and put them back on the pack.
But my cards are here on the table, and I have the 3 jacks.
3 jacks, Rhoda. Only one of them was that 4th jack you didn't know about.
Oh, say, that's wonderful. But how can you repeat it over and over again?
Well, do you remember the way I picked up the 2 cards on the right by scooping them with a 3rd card?
Yes, you did it that way every time.
Well, when you put your 3 jacks on top of the pack, we're right back where we started.
3 jacks on the top.
Then an odd card.
And under that, the 4th jack. So when we deal 2 heaps of 3, there will again be 3 jacks in the hand on the left.
Only never the same 3 jacks.
Never the same 3 jacks. Only no one ever knows the difference. I hope you like that trick, ladies and gentlemen. And until next time, this is Blackstone saying good magic and goodbye.
Be with us next time when the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone, tells us the story of Death Defying Death and explains more tricks that you yourself can perform. Listen in again to Blackstone, the world's greatest living magician.
Magic Detective, starring the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone. He tells you the inside story of the Aztec Fire God. And right after the story, Blackstone will explain tricks that you yourself can perform. Reveal the guarded secrets of the world's greatest living magician. Stand by for Blackstone, the Magic Detective.
Shall I hang it here, Blackstone?
Yes, it looks lovely. Here's a nail.
Is it even?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, here goes.
What on earth are you doing perched up on that stepladder, Rhoda?
I'm hanging this tapestry. Oh, darn it, the nail came out. Oh, catch the tapestry, Blackstone.
Right,
catch me.
Watch out.
Well, as a picture hanger up, Rhoda, you're a better magician's assistant.
Thanks for catching me, Don.
Not at all. It was a pleasure. Oh, by the way, Blackstone, what is that tapestry you and Rhoda were just hanging?
Oh, it's Mexican. See, there is 𝒆𝒆𝒔, the god of fire among the ancient Aztecs. They always thought that 𝒆𝒆𝒔 was a bird with fiery feathers.
It's beautiful. What do you use the cloth for now, Blackstone?
Show him, Blackstone.
Now, watch this, Don. I throw the shawl over my arm like this, and I bring out a bowl of fire.
Great Scott. For a moment there, I thought it was real flame coming out of that bowl.
Here's the bowl, Don. You hold it.
Ouch! Jumping Jehoshaphat, it is real flame.
Of course it is. Blackstone, didn't he look just the way 𝒆𝒆𝒔 did when you handed him that bowl of flame?
Yes, he did, Rhoda.
You mean you and Blackstone have met this bird, 𝒆𝒆𝒔, the fire god?
Come on, Blackstone. Tell him about it.
Well, Rhoda and I were driving to Mexico City one winter night, and night was coming on. We weren't any too sure of the way.
Golly, it's getting dark, Blackstone.
Yes, I know. We've got at least 2 hours more driving, though, before we get to Mexico City.
Well, it's scary out here at night. Sort of eerie.
Think the place is haunted, Rhoda?
Oh, of course not. Only
what?
it seems so lonely. Oh, look, over there to the right. There's a light.
Yeah, so there is. Well, what about it?
Well, why don't we stop and see if the people there can put us up for the night? We could drive on to Mexico City in the daylight tomorrow.
Rhoda Brent, you are scared. Well, we'll stop there and see if we can stay.
Who is it? Who's there?
Oh, I'm Blackstone, and this is my assistant, Rhoda Brent. We're driving through to Mexico City. It's very late. We thought we'd stop and see...
If I could put you up for the night?
Oh, could you? There's something about the loneliness of this country.
I know. I've lived alone here for over a year. Come in and welcome.
This is an interesting place you have here, Mr. Shelby.
Thank you. Years ago, it used to be a rich hacienda. But now it's just a roof for a mining engineer. Myself.
Oh, is there a mine around here?
There's supposed to be.
You say that in an odd way, Mr. Shelby.
The whole thing is odd. Listen.
Oh, what is it? What's that drumming? It's unearthly.
Those are the natives, calling to their god 𝒆𝒔, the firebird.
What do you mean?
Because of those drums, I don't know whether there is silver here. I can't even survey the place.
Why not?
I can't get any workers. The god tells them not to work here, that the pool over there under the lee of the hill is his home and must not be disturbed.
The god tells them that?
So they say. Of course, I haven't seen the god myself or gone to one of their ceremonies. It's death to an unbeliever if he's found there.
Oh, I knew there was something funny about this place.
All night the drums go on and on, pounding and pounding, night after night. Sometimes I think I'm going insane. Then dawn comes, and the drums fade away. But the next night they're back, pounding and pounding.
Blackstone, did you sleep well last night?
As well as I could with those drums beating.
Now that it's morning, it seems funny to think how scared we were last night.
We?
Oh, yes.
Look, Rhoda, I want you to take the car and drive on to Mexico City.
Without you?
Yes.
But why?
I think I'll stay here a few days with Shelby. I think someone should be here. The option on this property lapses in a week, and if he doesn't get the place properly surveyed by then, the owners won't renew.
But what's that got to do with you?
Nothing.
But then why...
Will you do as I say, Rhoda?
Oh, yes, Maestro, if you put it that way. Doesn't make sense, Blackstone sending me off like this. There's something funny going on. I'll bet it has something to do with those drums, and I don't like it. I'm going back. Oh, the house is dark. Blackstone! Oh, he isn't here. Oh, he's down by the Aztec pool watching for 𝒆𝒔. I think I'll go down there, too. Oh, they're dancing. Oh, those natives. Hundreds of them writhing and turning. And the drums. Well, I can't see Blackstone anywhere. There's Shelby. There's no one here but the natives and me. Oh, you take your hands off me!
Let go of her!
Oh, Blackstone, be careful. Run while you still have time. Oh, it's the fire god.
Quiet, Rhoda.
Oh.
Quiet.
𝒆𝒔, the firebird, demands that these humans be delivered to him as sacrifice, unless they bring gifts, many gifts. Has the girl any gift for 𝒆𝒔?
Nothing. Oh, I've got my shawl. It has your picture on it, 𝒆𝒔. It's beautiful. See?
Throw her into the lake. That shawl is useless.
Stop. I have a gift for you, 𝒆𝒔. Give me the shawl, Rhoda. I put it over my arm. And there. A bowl of your own fire, 𝒆𝒔. Here, take it.
Oh, he's human. He's not a god at all.
The fire burns your 𝒆𝒔. He is no god. He's a human. Grab him. Grab him!
Don't come near me or I'll burn you with my sacred fire.
Oh, Blackstone, they're falling back. They won't touch him. They're frightened.
Throw the unbelievers into the pool.
Take your hands off us!
Into the pool, I say.
Out of the air, I have produced this hen's egg. If you don't stand back, I'll set the pool on fire.
Quetzal is not afraid of your threat.
You asked for it, Quetzal.
Oh, the pool is on fire. It's blazing.
Get back, Rhoda, before you're burned.
Oh, the flames. They're burning, Quetzal.
Well, who was it? Who was pretending to be the Aztec god?
It was Shelby, the miner. He'd found silver on the land and wanted the option to lapse so he could buy it cheaply.
That's why he terrified the natives every night, to keep them from working.
Well, there's one thing I want to ask you, though. How did you make the pool catch fire by tossing an egg into it?
Oh, it wasn't really an egg, but a large pellet of potassium.
I guess I've forgotten my chemistry. What does potassium do?
It generates hydrogen out of the water so fast that the stuff ignites. There was enough potassium in that egg to draw all the hydrogen out and ignite the whole pool.
Lots of magicians use potassium in their acts.
And so another mystery was solved by magic.
Well, it's my turn tonight, Don.
Your turn for what, Rhoda?
To mystify you. With Blackstone's help, of course.
Maybe it's the other way about, Rhoda. I'll do the mystifying with your help.
Well, suppose we work the old black magic and let Don decide for himself who fooled him.
Hey, what is this?
Black magic. Just what Rhoda said. All right, Rhoda. Let's begin.
Well, first I turn and face a corner of the room so I can't see what's going on.
That's right. Now, Don, you point to some object lying around, and I'll have Rhoda tell you what it is.
All right. I'm pointing to something.
Good. Now, I'll point to various objects and ask Rhoda to say yes or no as I name those objects. Ready, Rhoda?
Ready.
Is it the ashtray?
No.
Is it the doorknob?
No.
Is it the wastebasket?
No.
Is it the telephone?
No.
Is it the clock? Is it the clock?
Yes.
Say, that's right. The clock was the thing I picked out. What was it, luck?
Not luck, Don. It was magic.
And black magic, Don. Real black magic.
I'd like to see you do it again.
All right, Don. In a few minutes, we'll be back to repeat the trick. We'll explain it if you don't catch on.
And I'll bet he won't catch on.
You ready for another experiment in black magic, Don?
I'll say I am. Have Rhoda turn around.
All right, I've turned around.
Now, look, Blackstone. I've laid several objects here on the table. I'm not saying how many.
And are you picking one?
Yes, that's it right there. I'd like to hear Rhoda name it.
All right, she will. You ready, Rhoda?
Ready.
Is it the watch?
No.
Is it the pencil?
No.
Is it the pen?
No.
Is it the coin?
Yes. See?
Right again.
She was right, and I'm baffled.
All right. We'd better explain it.
It's black magic, Don.
How do you mean black magic?
Because we use black objects. Always, just before calling the chosen object, you call something black.
Remember, Don, when you picked the clock?
Yes?
Well, in asking Rhoda about various objects, I said, is it the telephone?
And since the telephone is black, that was my cue.
Therefore, my next question was, is it the clock?
And I said, yes, of course.
Well, now I'm beginning to catch on. Now, what about the second time when you repeated the trick?
Well, I called the names of a few objects, and then I asked, is it the fountain pen?
And since the fountain pen was black, I knew that Blackstone would call the name of your chosen object next time.
And that's what I did. I asked about the coin.
And Rhoda said yes because it followed the black object.
Exactly.
That's why we call it black magic, Don.
And now that we've explained it to you, our listeners can try black magic for themselves. I hope you like that trick, ladies and gentlemen. And until next time, this is Blackstone saying good magic and goodbye.
Be with us next time when the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone, tells us the story of the missing palmist and explains more tricks that you yourself can perform. Listen in again to Blackstone, the world's greatest living magician.
Magic Detective, starring the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone. He tells you the inside story of the Bird of Doom. And right after the story, Blackstone will explain tricks that you yourself can perform, reveal the guarded secrets of the world's greatest living magician. And now, stand by for Blackstone, the Magic Detective.
Alan, have you seen our new bird?
Why, no, Rhoda. Oh, a canary. Does it sing?
Well, of course it does. Who'd want a canary that didn't sing? There. See how it jumps around?
That's quite a bird, Rhoda.
It's not just an ordinary canary.
Oh, isn't it?
No, Alan. It'll answer questions for you.
Oh, come on, Blackstone. You don't expect me to believe that, do you?
Well, it will. Ask Chirpo what time it is, Alan.
Okay. What time is it, Chirpo?
That's the hour, 3 o'clock. And now... And that's the minute, 3:05. Come on, Alan, look at your watch.
That's pretty, Rhoda. It is 3:05.
Well, of course. Chirpo's a smart bird.
Tell me, can she... it is a she.
Mm-hmm.
Can't she always tell time like that?
Yep. Gets sort of boring when it's 59 minutes past 12, though.
Tell me, Blackstone, where'd you get Chirpo?
Oh, I bought her from the estate of an old inventor.
Tell him the story, Blackstone.
Well, Alan, one morning, quite early, the telephone rang. It was a friend of mine on the police force. Blackstone speaking. Oh, yes, Captain O'Rourke. Yes? Dead, you say? A locked room, Yes, Rhoda and I will be right out. Yes, I understand. Yes, of course. Goodbye, Captain.
Rhoda and I'll be right out where? Somebody dead, a locked room. Well, that's what I like about working for you, Blackstone. It's always so calm.
Old Mr. Valden is dead.
Oh, he is he? Well, who's Mr. Valden?
He was an inventor who lived at a boarding house a little ways out of town. He was found dead this morning by his friend, Mark Sanderson.
Did you know him?
No.
Well, I don't want to seem unsympathetic, but what's all this got to do with us?
Mr. Valden was murdered.
What do you mean?
The police verdict is death by suffocation. But no one could have gotten into the room to hold a pillow over the poor man's nose. The room had to be broken into this morning.
Well, if the room was locked, maybe it was airtight, too. Maybe he just suffocated because of lack of air, and it isn't murder at all.
Maybe.
You don't sound convinced.
I'm not. There's a canary in that room, very much alive. And you know as well as I do that the canary would have died before Valden did if it had been suffocation through natural causes.
Then the only answer is that someone managed to sneak into the room, hold a pillow over Valden's head until he died, and then sneak out again.
Leaving the doors and windows bolted from the inside.
Oh, I can see why they called a magician in on this case.
Get your hat, Rhoda. We're going out there.
Gee, Blackstone, I'm sure glad you came out here. We got to find out what killed the poor old geezer.
You're a friend of his?
Just about the only one he had, poor old goat. He was a smart old guy, Valden was, but he'd had bad breaks. Didn't have a dime.
He was an inventor, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's what he called himself. But the old gink hadn't invented nothing worthwhile for a good long spell. I just looked after him because he was such a kind old bird. Well, this is his room. Or was, I guess I should say.
Oh, look at the canary. I bet nobody's remembered to feed it all day.
Here's some seed, miss. Valden always fed it caraway seeds, and I got in the habit of carrying some around my pocket. Here, you give 'em to Chirpo. Just knock on the bars of the cage, and he'll eat it.
Oh, he was hungry. Look how he's gobbling the seed.
You, finding out anything, Mr. Blackstone?
No, nothing yet.
You know, them coppers said he died from suffocation, but I don't think so.
Well, what do you think happened to him, then?
Well, he was an old geezer, like I said before. He didn't have nothing to live for. All his folks was dead. The way I figure, he just plain got tired of living and give up.
Suicide?
Oh, no, nothing like that. His old ticker just give up.
I'm beginning to think you're right, Sanderson. No one could possibly have gotten in here. He probably turned over onto his face, burying his head in his pillow in his sleep, and then got too weak to turn back.
Yeah, something like that.
Still, it's awful stuffy in here with the windows all shut up like this.
But not stuffy enough, Rhoda. That canary is still alive. And birds of that type are much more susceptible than humans where bad air or poison gas is concerned. Look at that bird jumping around. Hey, birdie, you want some seeds? Give me some, Sanderson, will you? Thank you.
You have to rap on the bars of the cage back so the turbo won't eat.
Oh, all right. Oh, there. There, that's right. Eat it all up.
Well, that bird is starving. I gave it some seed just a few minutes ago, and it ate every bit, and now it's eating all the seed that you just gave him.
I guess maybe the old geezer forgot to feed her last night.
Yeah, looks like it.
Well, I guess we'd better be going. You come along with us, Sanderson.
Me? Why?
We're going to pay a little visit to the police. But before we do that, tell me, why did you murder Valden?
Blackstone!
Why did you murder Valden, Sanderson?
You're crazy. I didn't do it. That bird's still alive. You saw it eat the seed yourself.
Not seeds, Sanderson. Iron shavings. That is a mechanical canary.
Oh, Blackstone, that's a real canary.
No. A real canary would have been dead.
Would you... Oh, watch out. He's got a gun.
Can't get me alive. I got you covered, Blackstone.
Drop that gun, Sanderson. I've got the goods on you.
And I got a gun on you. Stand where you are.
Don't move, Blackstone. He's not fooling.
All right, come out of the closet. Get him.
Watch out!
He's dead.
But, Blackstone, tell me. Mechanical. Fool me when I...
It had to be a mechanical bird. No live bird could have lived in a room in which a man died by suffocation. And there was no other way he could have died. No one could have entered or left that room.
But if no one could have entered or left, how did Sanderson get in to suffocate him?
He didn't. It was all arranged beforehand. Sanderson had left a lot of dry ice in an open suitcase under Valden's bed. The ice used up all the oxygen in the room during the night and left no trace.
But why did Sanderson kill his friend?
For the bird.
For a toy bird?
That bird is no toy, Alan. I've seen other birds somewhat like it, but never anything as remarkable as Chirpo.
You see, Chirpo was Valden's invention.
And Chirpo is worth several $1,000s.
One more thing. Sanderson gave you bird seed. Where did you get the shavings?
They were in my pocket. I substituted them for the seed by sleight of hand.
And so, another mystery was solved by magic.
Right, Alan.
And I see a new trick coming up. This time with a pack of cigarettes.
You're right. Only this is something more than just a trick, Alan. Notice how I'm holding this pack?
Why, you're holding it upright, and it's resting on the fingers of your left hand.
Yes, and your hand is palm upward, so your fingers can hold the cigarette pack comfortably.
Good. Now that everything is perfectly understood, watch what happened.
We're watching.
Holding the cigarette pack in my left hand, I placed my right above it. With my right hand, I make hypnotic passes.
And what's supposed to happen?
Wait a minute. Let's watch, Rhoda, and maybe we'll see.
And in response to such hypnotic persuasion, a cigarette will magically rise.
Alan, look. A cigarette is rising from that pack.
It certainly is, Rhoda.
But I'll bet it isn't hypnotism that's bringing it up.
Then what is bringing it up?
Well, I don't know.
And still the cigarette keeps rising from the pack. Slowly, steadily, majestically.
Well, it can't be magnetism. It can't be a string. It can't be...
It's magic, Rhoda. Just magic.
Say, that cigarette has risen to almost its full length.
And now, at my silent command, it stops. With the fingers of my right hand, I take the cigarette and pass it for your inspection.
And what about the pack? Can we examine that, too?
Certainly, Rhoda. Here it is, with the rest of the cigarettes that it contains. Examine everything.
Well, certainly nothing wrong with a cigarette.
And the pack is perfectly ordinary. Say, what did make that cigarette rise?
I told you, Rhoda. Magic. And if you can't figure out a better answer, I'll be back in a few minutes to tell you more.
What is this? I hold the cigarette pack in the fingers of my left hand
I make hypnotic passes with my right.
And the cigarette should rise, shouldn't it, Rhoda?
Only it doesn't. Why not?
Because you can't make a cigarette rise from inside a pack like that.
But you did, Blackstone.
You only thought I did, Alan. The cigarette was never in the pack. Look, I'll place it where it really belongs.
In back of the cigarette pack.
Held upright by your left thumb.
Correct. That's where the cigarette was at the start of the trick. Only you couldn't see it from in front.
But how did you make it rise?
By simply pushing it up with my thumb slowly, steadily, like this.
By coming up behind the pack.
Exactly. Now I'll turn the front of the pack toward you and tell me what you see.
But the cigarette appears to be rising right out of the pack itself.
And we can't see your thumb because it's hidden behind the pack.
That's the answer to the trick. It looks like magic when you watch it from the right place.
Oh, I'll say it looks like magic. Give me that pack. I'm going to try it. Now, first I take a cigarette. I put it behind the pack. I put it behind the pack.
I hope you like that trick, ladies and gentlemen. And until next time, this is Blackstone saying good magic and goodbye.
Be with us next time when the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone, tells us the story of the Phantom Detective and explains more tricks that you yourself can perform. Listen in again to Blackstone, the world's greatest living magician.
Magic Detective, starring the world's greatest magician, Blackstone. He tells you the inside story of the coin of Cleopatra. And right after the story, Blackstone will explain tricks that you yourself can perform. Reveal the guarded secrets of the world's greatest living magician. Stand by for Blackstone, the Magic Detective. What are all these medals over here in this case, Blackstone?
Those? Oh, they're medals commemorating various famous magicians.
Other famous magicians, you mean, don't you, Blackstone?
Oh, you can relax, Rhoda. You're among friends.
Remind me to raise her salary one day, Don.
I'll do that, little thing, but I don't think she's worth it.
Well, leave my worth out of this and talk about the medals. Now, this is one of my pets. It belonged to a magician named Max Mellini. And here's one for the great Keller.
Well, whose was this?
Oh, that belonged to Professor Anderson.
Well, what's this one over here, the big gold one?
Oh, that is the famous coin of Cleopatra.
You mean it really belonged to Cleopatra? Say, this should be in a museum, Blackstone.
Well, not really, Don.
Oh, but a coin as valuable and as old as this one shouldn't be kicking around with a lot of stuff like this.
Oh, watch out, Don. Blackstone gets sore when people call his collection junk.
Oh, I said stuff, not junk, Rhoda.
Oh.
And Blackstone knows what I mean.
Of course I do, Don. Well, I guess I'd better tell you about that coin.
This is quite an exciting story, Don.
Well, come on, give.
Rhoda and I were waiting in a reception room of the office of Reuter Van Arden, the diamond cutter.
What on earth are we doing here, Blackstone? Van Arden can't want us to go through the act, can he?
Well, you never can tell. Maybe all the diamond cutters are going to have a convention or something.
Well, maybe. Or maybe you just decided to bedeck me with jewels.
Oh,
Oh, Mr. Blackstone.
yes?
I'm Reuter van Arden.
How do you do, sir?
Won't you come in, please?
Thank you.
Now, if you will sit down. Now, first, I want to say thank you for coming to see me. I appreciate it.
Mr. Van Arden, what did you want to see me about?
I have been having troubles. Very bad troubles.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And I want you should help me out if you could.
Well, suppose you tell me about it.
Thank you. I am, as you perhaps know, a cutter of diamonds. Before those Nazis took my country, my firm was one of the largest in the world.
Everyone knows of your company, Mr. Van Arden.
Oh, thank you. I come to this country with the aid of my old friend Louis Burdett. I have known him for many years. He set me up here in business, and he's kind enough to become my partner.
You've been doing pretty well?
Oh, very well. Until 2 months ago. Now there's nothing but trouble. Trouble.
What sort of trouble?
Thieveries.
I beg your... robberies.
Yes. Yes, one right after another.
Diamonds, you mean?
Yes, it's like magic, these robberies. That is what we call for you, Mr. Blackstone.
Well, then, suppose you tell me a little more about this.
Very gladly. My partner and I, we deliver the stones.
And very smart, too, with a couple of $1 million at stake.
He and I, we seal the stone in a box, wrap it up, and seal it up good. Then he or I, we deliver the stone. But when we arrive at our destination, there is no stone. Only the empty box, all sealed up.
That does sound like magic.
Well, just what is it you want me to do?
Today we have a very valuable diamond to be delivered to a wealthy woman.
Yes?
I want you to watch while we wrap up the stone, while we seal it, and while we deliver it. I want you to make sure no one steals the stone.
I'll be glad to.
Oh, Louis. Come in, my friend. Louis, this is Mr. Blackstone and his assistant, Miss Brent.
How do you do?
They're willing to help us.
I am very glad. This thing has us baffled, you know.
Yeah. I can imagine it might.
Besides costing us a great deal of money.
Yeah.
Well, Reiter, shall we get busy?
Yes, as soon as the better, no? Well, here is the diamond.
Oh, isn't it lovely?
It's a very clear stone. Exceptionally beautiful.
And you are going to place the diamond in this box?
That's correct.
I have an idea.
Yes?
This coin I have in my pocket is supposed to have once belonged to Cleopatra, and is supposed to bring bad luck if anyone steals the thing it is guarding.
You want to put the coin in the box with the diamond?
Exactly, Rhoda.
I'm afraid our thief is much too clever to be scared off by superstitions, Mr. Blackstone.
I'm afraid so, too. But it's worth trying, isn't it?
Oh, surely one small coin will not cause harm. Let him place the coin next to the stone.
Oh, very well, but I'm afraid I can't have much faith in it.
Well, there it is, right next to the diamond. Now, lock the box, Van Arden.
Yeah, good. Now we wrap it up in paper and tie it up good. Strong enough and tight enough, Mr. Blackstone.
Yes, I think so.
Now, give it to me. I'll slip it into my pocket until it's time for you and me to catch the train.
Well, aren't we going to seal the package, Mr. Burdett?
Oh, how stupid of me. I quite forgot. Here's the package, Mr. Blackstone.
Thanks. By the way, what train are we taking?
The 9:30.
Oh, we've plenty of time then. You'd better seal this, Van Arden.
Yeah. There, the sealing wax and the match. Now, there. Yeah, there it is, all sealed up tight. Now, since we have time, why not we all go and have a small bit of refreshment? Huh?
Sounds all right to me.
Well, I will lead the way.
Hey, Blackstone, they've left a diamond package right there on the desk.
Never mind.
But Blackstone...
I said never mind.
Well, okay, you're the boss.
You are following Mr. Blackstone.
Coming, Van Arden. Well, Mr. Van Arden, that was an excellent drink. I think we should get ready to leave, though. We haven't much time now.
That's it. I'll go and see.
We'll all go. Come on, Rhoda.
Right.
There he goes. That man over there, he's stolen the diamond.
Well, shoot, you fool.
Oh, he's gone.
You missed him.
Oh, he's gone and my diamond with him.
I fired point blank at the thief. I don't see how I could possibly have missed him.
You mean you fired blanks?
What are you driving at, Blackstone?
That man was your accomplice, Burdett.
You can't prove that.
Yes, I can. Grab him, Van Arden.
No. Come on, no.
Unless I am very much mistaken, you'll find your dime in the right-hand coat pocket.
Here it is. The box that holds my dime.
And inside it you will find the coin of Cleopatra that brings bad luck to thieves.
Well, there's another mystery solved by magic. But I'm darned if I can see how you did it, Blackstone.
Oh, he didn't do it. It was the coin.
Brought bad luck, is that it?
Well, didn't it? I'll bet Mr. Burdett isn't any too pleased with his luck while he's in jail.
Well, tell me, Blackstone, how did you do it?
While that coin was in the package, it couldn't be switched without my knowing it.
Well, why not? What did the gold coin have to do with it?
Hand me the coin, Rhoda.
All right.
Does that sound like gold?
For all of me, it does. I don't think I've ever heard of gold coin.
Well, it isn't gold. It's iron. Gold-plated.
Well, if that fact is supposed to clear things up, I must be dumb, because I still don't get it.
Well, here, look at my watch.
That isn't a watch, it's a compass.
Exactly. And the coin is magnetized iron. See how the needle wavers when I hold the coin close to it?
So you see, Blackstone could tell when the boxes were switched. The accomplice stole the phony box, and Burdett kept the real one in his pocket.
That's why I didn't mind their leaving the box alone in the room. I knew the diamond and the coin weren't in it.
Burdett was saving the diamonds to sell later and also coming in for half the insurance.
And so another mystery was solved by magic. But what's the trick you're going to show us this time, Blackstone?
Well, Don, I call it the magnetic matches.
Oh, wait now. You aren't telling us that matches are magnetic.
Some matches are. The big wooden ones with the blue head.
You mean the regular kitchen matches like these here?
That's
oh,
it.
show us.
Well, now all you need is a quarter.
Well, here's one.
Thanks.
Now, let's see you magnetize some matches now.
All right. Lay two matches side by side, about 4 inches apart. Right there on the table.
Done.
Now, Rhoda, take the coin and draw it toward you between those matches very slowly.
Here goes. Slowly. Well, nothing happened.
Well, what could happen, Rhoda?
Well, according to Blackstone, the coin should have made those matches come together.
No, I never said that. The coin should repel them, Rhoda. Make them go apart.
Well, maybe I need a larger coin.
Well, here's a $50, Rhoda. I'll try.
Now, here goes again. I draw the coin between the matches. Slowly. No, it doesn't work.
You aren't doing it carefully enough, Rhoda.
No? Well, maybe you're just spoofing us.
Well, just give me that coin. Now watch. I draw it between the matches slowly.
Hey, look at those matches roll apart.
But they really did, and so suddenly.
Say, maybe it's the sulfur in the match heads. Was that what repelled them, Blackstone?
No, it was just some of my magic. Magnetic magic, Rhoda.
Oh, let me try it again, huh? Only if I fail, will you tell me why?
It's a deal, Rhoda. Keep trying, and if the trick won't work, I'll be back to explain it.
Look, I've tried a dozen times.
Give me the $50, Rhoda. Now, remember, you've got to draw it exactly down the middle line.
I know, only it didn't work.
It will if you lean forward, close to the table, so your eye can follow the line. Like this.
Hey, look at those matches roll apart.
Oh, I'm baffled, utterly baffled.
Well, try it again, Rhoda. But remember, lean forward so your eye can watch the coin.
Well, here it comes between the matches. Slowly.
Now blow, Rhoda.
Blow? What do you mean?
Blow on the table. Breathe right along the line between the matches. Not too hard, though.
Like this?
Oh.
Say, look at those matches sail apart.
That's the trick, Rhoda, only you blew too hard.
Oh.
Do it slowly, easily, like this.
There go the matches again.
Oh, I get it now. If you blow steadily, easily, why, nobody notices it.
That's right. They're watching the matches, and they think you're watching the curtain.
Say, that's a great trick. I'll watch it this time. Now, I draw the coin slowly.
And there go the matches.
Perfect, Rhoda. You did it that time without giving it away. Just a little practice is all you need. I hope you like that trick, ladies and gentlemen. And until next time, this is Blackstone saying good magic and goodbye.
Be with us next time when the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone, tells us the story of the Hand of Cagliostro and explains more tricks that you yourself can perform. Listen in again to Blackstone, the world's greatest living magician. Detective, starring the world's greatest magician, Blackstone. He tells you the inside story of The Hand of Cagliostro. And right after the story, Blackstone will explain tricks that you yourself can perform. Reveal the guarded secrets of the world's greatest living magician.
The Magic Detective, starring the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone. He tells you the inside story of the creeping death. And right after the story, Blackstone will explain tricks that you yourself can perform. Reveal the guarded secrets of the world's greatest living magician. And now, stand by for Blackstone, the Magic Detective.
That's a grand tune they're playing on the radio, isn't it, Blackstone?
Yes. What is it, you know?
I don't know. I think it's...
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this program to tell you of the sudden death of our well-known news analyst, Major Hiram Stark. Major Stark died of a heart attack late this afternoon while sitting at his desk. Funeral services will be announced later. We take you back to...
Major Stark, I don't believe it.
It's impossible. Did you know Major Stark?
Well, Blackstone was having lunch with him only this noon.
Must have been terribly sudden.
Well, yeah, must have been. Did he seem sick when you saw him, Blackstone? Was he tired or anything?
No. No, he wasn't sick.
Blackstone, what are you looking so funny for?
Major Stark did not have a heart attack.
But the announcer just
I don't care what the announcer just said. I knew Hiram as well as I know anybody in the world. And I know his heart was in perfect condition.
But it couldn't have been.
It was.
But his doctor must have
I
said...
don't care what 1,000 doctors said.
But Blackstone...
I was having lunch with him today. He told me that he'd just had an electrocardiograph taken of his heart and that it was as good as a man of 30.
Blackstone, look. He must have been worrying about his heart a little, or he never would have had that test made. A perfectly healthy man doesn't just go to his doctor
Stark wanted to go back to India as a correspondent, but his age was against him. He had a complete checkup to prove that he was okay, Alan.
You're sure of this?
Of course I am. His doctor had given him a perfect bill of health.
Well, what does it all mean, Blackstone?
Well, that's what I'm going to find out. Come on. We're going out to Major Stark's place.
Well, here we are.
Well, come on in, both of you.
I sort of think it might be nice if I waited in the car.
Look, Alan, we've been through that routine before. Come on.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I'll ring. You see the bell, Rhoda?
Yeah, there is.
A snake. There's a snake.
Oh, idiots, that's a harmless goddess snake.
I wish I'd stayed home.
Me too.
Yes?
I'm Mr. Blackstone. I was a friend of Major Stark's.
We want no one here.
You're Miss Alden, aren't you? Major Stark's secretary?
Go away.
I have reason to suspect that the Major didn't die of a heart attack. I've come to see what I can find out.
Go away. He's dead now, and nothing can bring him back. He's gone. Leave him in peace. He never found it in this life. Perhaps he will in the next.
Miss Alden, you don't understand. I think Major Stark was murdered.
No, he wasn't murdered.
What makes you so sure?
Everybody loved him. No one kills the thing he loves.
I know you've had a dreadful time, Miss Alden, the shock and the grief, but I'm afraid that I must insist on your letting me in. If you don't, I shall be forced to take my suspicions to the police.
You can't bring them here. This is a house of death.
Then we may come in? Thank you. Miss Alden, I know how hard it's for you, but it's hard for me, too. He was my friend.
Yes, I loved him. He was all I had, and now he's gone. I looked after him for years before he went to that dreadful place, and after he came back. He needed me. He couldn't get along without me, I tell you.
Of course he couldn't, but he often spoke of you to me.
And this is his study. There's his desk where I found him. He was lying there with his hands out, as if he were reaching for something. That silver scorpion he used as a paperweight, perhaps.
Was he dead?
No. He turned to me and he said, Alden, the fragrance. The fragrance. And then he died.
What fragrance?
I don't know. I couldn't smell anything. But it must have been one of his plants. His hideous flowers he brought back from the east. They must have poisoned him. Mr. Blackstone, why don't you sit at his desk where he was sitting? Perhaps you could find out something. I've got some things to attend to, but I'll be back.
Oh, the poor old soul. She's almost out on her feet with shock.
Hey, watch out. There's a bee.
Oh, get it out of here. I'm scared to death of this thing.
There it goes. It's lighting on the desk.
Oh, get it, Blackstone.
There it goes. Out the window.
Oh, thank goodness.
Hey, that's funny.
What is Alan?
I could have sworn that scorpion paperweight was on that pile of papers, but it's on the book. Did you move it, Blackstone?
No, I didn't. You two go out in the garden. I'll be there in a second. See if you can smell any odd fragrance.
Did you find out anything, Blackstone?
Did you?
Not a thing.
Oh, hey, look. There's Miss Alden back in Major Stark's studio.
We'd better go back in.
Gee, I feel awfully sorry for her. She's so old and lonely, and the Major was her entire life.
Did you find out anything?
I want you to do me a favor, Miss Alden. Would you sit at Major Stark's desk just as he was sitting when you found him?
Why, yes, I would, that is.
Oh, that's terribly hard on her, Blackstone.
I'm afraid I must insist.
Very well. He was sitting here, like this.
Yes.
And he had one hand out in front of him, like this, reaching over there toward the scorpion, and... No, he couldn't.
What couldn't, Miss Alden?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. It was just my imagination.
You sure?
A silver paperweight couldn't move, could it, Mr. Blackstone? It couldn't.
It's moving now. It's crawling toward you. Crawling toward you. Just as it did toward Major Stark. It's getting nearer. Nearer.
Oh, no. It's alive. It's come back. The real scorpion has come back.
The real scorpion that you put on his desk, Miss Alden.
Yes. Yes, I put it there. I put it there to kill him. He couldn't go away and leave me. He couldn't go back to that dreadful place. It wasn't safe for him out there.
And so you killed him with one of his own scorpions.
Yes. He's safe now. Nothing can hurt him. He's safe, I tell you. Safe. Safe.
Blackstone, how did you know that it was a real scorpion there on the desk?
Scorpions are afraid of wasps and hornets. You mentioned, Ellen, that the position of the paperweight had changed after the hornet came into the room. Well, that was my first clue.
Well, what was your second?
Miss Alden herself.
Oh?
She was so insistent that I sit at the Major's desk, even though at first she hadn't wanted to have me come in at all.
Well, if she'd put that scorpion there, why would she have sat down like she did?
She'd removed the real one when she first came back into the room. The one that moved the second time really was the paperweight.
But how could that have moved?
I had tied a thread to it, a long black one that wasn't noticed among the litter on the desk. I jerked the thread and pulled the paperweight. I just scared her into thinking it was the real scorpion.
And so another mystery was solved by magic.
Right, Alan.
Mr. Blackstone, is that cup of coffee real? You're carrying it very carefully.
Oh, it's real, Alan. I thought you might like to see me do a trick with it.
Oh, and look at that bowl of lump sugar.
That sugar's real, too, but it's used in the trick also.
Show it.
Very well. Rhoda, Alan, watch me closely now. First, I pour a little cream in a cup. I place this lump of sugar flat on the surface of the coffee and...
My eyes have been bothering me lately. It looks as if that sugar is floating.
It is floating, Alan.
Think you can do it, Rhoda? Make sugar float?
Well, I know I can't, but if you'll tell me, or rather us, the secret, Alan and I'll try.
Rhoda, you don't suppose it's a new kind of synthetic sugar? Tastes the same, looks the same, but floats?
Well, one way to tell is to drink the coffee.
You can drink it when I finish the trick. There's more to it. I can control the sugar completely. Look.
What can you make it do?
Make it stop floating and sink. I make the magic sign over the cup, and slowly, slowly the lump of sugar begins to disappear.
Hey, Alan, look at it going down. It's all gone.
Now I'll stir it with a spoon, and when I come back, I'll show you how to do the trick with a fresh cup of coffee.
Here, Alan, you can have this cup. I'll drink from that.
Coward.
Magic Detective, starring the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone. He tells you the inside story of crime in the stars. And right after the story, Blackstone will explain tricks that you yourself can perform, reveal the guarded secrets of the world's greatest living magician. And now, stand by for Blackstone, the Magic Detective.
When were you born, Alan?
The end of May. Why?
Ah, Gemini. I would have said he was that type, wouldn't you?
Yes, I think so. Dual personality.
Very dual.
Now, don't tell me you two have gone in for astrology.
Oh, just in a small way. Would you like a chart?
The chart?
Uh-huh.
Isn't that one of the long, involved, and complicated things that astrologers make out?
That's right. But Rhoda and I have the thing simplified.
Yep, we've cut out all the mumbo-jumbo. Here, this is your chart.
Let me see this. You will come into sudden wealth. That's wonderful. I could use a little wealth, sudden or otherwise. Listen, is this going to come true, really?
Unfortunately, Alan, I doubt it.
There was a time, though, when these charts did come true.
Oh, yes. Back in the days when Madame Stella was publishing them.
Who is Madame Stella?
That's quite a story, but...
Tell him, Blackstone.
Well, I had a tip from the police that many of the thieves arrested lately had these charts on them. They couldn't get anything on Madame Stella, the astrologer who printed them, but they thought perhaps that I could. So I took Rhoda to a small restaurant for lunch the next day. This restaurant, Rhoda, is across the street from Madame Stella's.
Oh, I can't say I admire her choice of neighborhoods, whoever she may be.
Have you ever visited an astrologer?
Oh, I'm a pushover for them.
Well, I want you to visit Madame Stella this afternoon.
Oh, I'd love to.
No, this is business, Rhoda.
Huh?
The police feel that very possibly Madame Stella is right in the center of an organized crime ring. But they can't be sure.
And I'm to find out? Oh, dandy, just dandy.
Uh-oh. Look there, coming down those steps across the street.
Oh, that bearded gent, who is he?
That is Professor Codini, Madame Stella's assistant. Fine. That'll let you see Stella alone. Good.
Oh, yeah, great. I just love seeing the heads of crime rings all by myself.
Now, look, Rhoda, find out anything you can. Look at charts, examine the whole place.
Now, let me get this straight. I go in and I say, Madam Stella, I think you're a crook. The cops ain't got nothing on you, but I'd be obliged if you let me case the joint for evidence. Me and the dicks, we think you're responsible for all these robberies.
Quiet.
Oh, Blackstone, I was just kidding.
Hush, quiet.
Oh, what's the big idea?
There's a dark man sitting down at the table behind you.
Oh.
He's listening to what you're saying.
Oh, golly.
Now, don't turn around. We don't want him to think that we notice him.
Has he got a beard?
No.
Oh, thank goodness. And it's not Codini. What's he doing now?
He's getting up and going across the restaurant. He's gone into the phone booth over there. Well, Rhoda, you better start for Madame Stella.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to make a phone call.
You, Madame Stella?
Yes? You have come for a reading?
Please.
Just this way. Now, you will sit down here. Oh, that's fine. Now, just rest your hands on the table. Palm up. Thank you.
What is it? What do you see in my hand?
Oh, my dear girl, you seem nervous. Ah, that is too bad, for when one is upset mentally, it is impossible to read the future in one's palm.
I'm not nervous.
Here, have a cigarette. We'll smoke together. No, till you are calm again.
Thank you.
Match. You like my cigarettes. I have them made up especially for me. Inhale the smoke. You'll find it very soothing. Very soothing.
I feel so rested. So very rested.
Good. Now, may I have your palm? Thank you. Now I can see so much. Your hand says, you should guard well your actions at noon every day this week.
Guard well my actions.
But you have not done so. Coming here for Mr. Blackstone to try and trap me into some admission was not guarding your actions.
Well,
don't try to get up. You cannot stand. That so nice cigarette of mine contains a dope to make you sleep. Sleep. Houdini.
Yes, mademoiselle.
Now you're back. Good. I got the girl here. Doped. Have you attended to Blackstone?
Yes, he won't trouble us again.
Good. Come here. Now help me carry her down to the truck in the garage as we planned.
See.
We'll take her out to the lake. There'll be a most regrettable swimming accident.
Right.
I'll get my gun from the other room. We may need them before this afternoon's over.
I have mine, and I have the girl. Shall I carry her down now?
Yes, I'll follow.
Good.
She's out like a light. What'd you do with Blackstone?
Oh, I tell you later. But don't worry about him no more.
Here we are. Now, dump the girl in the back of the truck. I'll open the garage door.
No, don't do that.
Why not? It's dark.
Wait till we get the girl in the truck. I will open them then. We don't want nothing to go wrong.
All right. I just thought it was so dark in here.
There you go. Inside.
She's coming too.
Get in with her. Keep her covered. We don't want no yelling.
All right.
And I will get in too.
But who's going to drive it? You're back here, Cadini.
Oh, this truck. She's already got a driver.
Say, wait a minute. This ain't our truck. What's going on in here? Cadini, what are you up to?
Don't you like riding in a patrol wagon, Madam Stella?
Who are you?
Without this false spirit, I am generally known as the Blackstone, the magician.
Let me out of here.
I'm afraid not.
You forget I have a gun.
Why don't you use it?
Stop this trouble. Let me out of here or I will.
Go ahead. Surprise, Madam Stella?
Oh.
You may read palms, madam, but I palm things. That's the difference between us. Here are the bullets from your gun, here in my hand. And now, madam, does your knowledge of the future tell you where you will spend the next few years?
But Blackstone, there's one thing I don't understand.
Oh? What's that, Alan?
You still didn't have any evidence connecting Madame Stella with the burglaries.
Oh, but we did. That dark man at the restaurant was Codini without his false beard. I followed him to the telephone booth and heard him telling Stella about Rhoda's visit. My call was to the police.
And Codini broke as soon as they got him into jail. He told everything.
And so another mystery was solved by magic.
Right, Blackstone.
Well, Rhoda, how would you like to meet a real ghost?
Oh, now, listen, ghosts are all right in their place.
Of course they are.
But their place isn't around here.
Why not, Rhoda? Ghost might haunt a radio studio as well as any place else.
Certainly. Now, if we turned out all the lights...
I'd go right out with them. Anyway, all ghosts are fake.
Now, what makes you think so, Rhoda?
Because if they were real, they wouldn't need darkness. If you could bring a ghost into this lighted studio, I might believe in one.
Good. That's just what I will do, Rhoda.
Oh, now wait. If you're going to make me see things...
You won't see things because you're going to shut your eyes and keep them shut.
Well, how do you know I'll keep them shut?
I'll show you. First, I raise my forefingers and point them toward your eyes.
Yes? And what next?
Well, close your eyes.
I'll close them.
And now I place my forefingers gently against your eyelids.
Yes, I feel them there.
Now, here comes the ghost. Feel it, Rhoda?
It tapped my forehead twice.
And there it goes.
It brushed across my hair.
Steady now. I'm going to take my fingers from your eyelids. Now, open your eyes. What do you see?
Well, I see your forefingers still pointing at me.
But do you see the ghost?
No, it's vanished. Unless the ghost was Alan.
Well, I couldn't have been the ghost, Rhoda. I'm way over here at the other side of the studio.
Oh, so you are. Well, somehow this is getting uncanny. Don't tell me it was just a trick.
And that's all it was, Rhoda. And if you can't figure it out, I'll be back in a few minutes to explain the ghost trick.
Now, Blackstone, what about that ghost trick? It really has me baffled.
Well, I'll demonstrate it with Alan, and you can watch. Are you ready, Alan?
Ready?
I point my 2 forefingers straight at Alan's eyes and tell him to close them.
I've closed them.
Now, Alan, I'll place a forefinger lightly on each of your eyelids. Only you watch, Rhoda, and see what I really do.
Why, you're moving your left hand away.
Correct. And what am I doing with my right hand?
Well, you're spreading 2 fingers, the first and the second, like a letter V.
Now watch.
You're placing those fingers against Alan's eyelids.
I feel those fingertips. But do you mean they're both from one hand?
That's right, Alan. The right hand. And here comes the spirit slap. On your forehead.
Blackstone's left hand did that, Alan.
Say, I'd have been willing to bet it was a ghost.
So would I, the time it happened to me.
Now I draw away my right hand and bring my left beside it. Open your eyes, Don. And what do you see?
2 forefingers pointing right at me. One from each hand.
And you'd never guess that they weren't the 2 fingers that held your eyelids shut. I certainly didn't guess it.
But now you know, Rhoda. And any time your friends say they don't believe in spooks, just fool them with a ghost trick. I hope you like that trick, ladies and gentlemen. And until next time, this is Blackstone saying good magic and goodbye.
Be with us next time when the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone, tells us the story of the Devil's Cauldron and explains more tricks that you yourself can perform. Listen in again to Blackstone, the world's greatest living magician. The Magic Detective, starring the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone. He tells you the inside story of crimes on a merry-go-round. And right after the story, Blackstone will explain tricks that you yourself can perform, reveal the guarded secrets of the world's greatest living magician. And now, stand by for Blackstone, the Magic Detective. What on earth are you 2 doing?
Playing ring toss.
Ring toss?
Uh-huh.
Well, those are the smallest rings I've ever seen. They look more like the ones you get on a merry-go-round than quoits.
Well, that's exactly what they are. Rhoda and I were just having a little game with them, Alan.
Well, you're not supposed to bring those things home from the merry-go-round, you know. You're supposed to throw them back.
Oh, these are our own. They were given to us.
An odd sort of present, I must say.
Well, these are an odd sort of ring.
Why, no, they're not. They're just the usual merry-go-round rings.
That's what the police thought, too, Alan.
Well, what have the police got to do with it?
They gave them to us.
Look, unless I'm awfully wrong, you're all talking double talk.
Well, you're wrong. But, Blackstone, perhaps you better tell Alan the story.
All right, I will. Well, the police came to me one morning, Alan, and asked me to investigate a dope ring. They had traced the dope to a carousel that played in the park. And they had traced the dope away from the merry-go-round, but they couldn't find the connecting link. That was my job. So Rhoda and I set out the carousel.
Oh, golly, there it is.
Uh-huh.
You know, I think no matter how old you are, that sound always means excitement.
Yes, it seems to take you back to the days when riding on a merry-go-round was the greatest thrill in the world.
Well, I guess I'm a perpetual ingenue then. It still is the greatest thrill for me.
Now, look, kid, you shut up.
But he took it. He took my ring.
Well, you weren't supposed to swipe it anyway.
I grabbed it, didn't I? I guess I won it, I guess. And the man just took it away from
Well,
me.
look here, you stop that caterwauling, you get away from here. Stay with the record of the merry-go-round going all the time. That's all the noise I can stand. Now, you either shut up or scram, see?
What's the matter, kid?
Oh, he tried to swipe one of them brass rings through the merry-go-round, and one of the guards made him give it back.
It wasn't no guard. It was just a guy. And he put it in his own pocket.
2 adults, 1 child, please.
Child, who's that for?
I thought we might take our tragic young friend here for another spin.
Oh, gee, mister, that's swell.
Come on then, young one.
Say, thanks for taking them away. I couldn't stand that crying no more.
Oh, look, Blackstone. There's a zebra, just like the one on the carousel at home. I want to ride on that.
All right, you go ahead. I'm going to travel more sedately in this chariot.
Oh, that sissy stuff. It just stands still. We like the ones that go up and down.
I'm going to ride on the rooster. I rode on the zebra last time.
Okay. Up you go.
Thanks, miss.
Now, me for my zebra. Hey, quit that shoving.
Out of my way, out of my way.
That's my zebra. I'm going to ride on it.
That's what you think, lady. I got it.
Oh, now, come on. I used to ride on that zebra when I was a kid, and
Stand it, lady. You ain't a kid no more, and I'm riding it.
Come back here with me, Rhoda.
Oh, the other seats are taken, so I guess I'll have to, but I did want to ride on that zebra. Blackstone, did you ever see anything like that guy?
Maybe he rode on a zebra, too, when he was a kid.
Well, maybe. He looks more like the ostrich type to me.
Hey, lady, that's the bum that stole my ring. Huh? Whee! Here we go!
Rhoda, I want you to get off. Quick, before the merry-go-round goes too fast.
But-
Call O'Reilly at headquarters. Tell him to be here fast.
But...
Hurry now.
Okay, boss.
Hey, where'd the lady go?
Oh, she had to make a phone call. But you and I'll have our ride. What do you say now? Let's try to catch the rings, eh?
Okay. Whee! Oh, I almost got one.
Good. Well, now, try again.
Hey, gosh, that mean guy on the zebra's got one.
Yes, well, now, you see if you can
And he's
get
got
one.
another. He's throwing it back into the clown's mouth now. But he kept the first one.
Yes, so I noticed.
And now he's got another.
And he isn't throwing that one back either.
Whee! I got one.
Good for you.
The guy on the zebra missed it.
May I see it, Petey?
Well, sure, mister. Here you are.
Thank you. I think I'll keep this one, Petey, if you don't mind. I'll give you another ride for it.
Oh, gee, swell.
You stay on, kid. I'll arrange with the cashier. I want to arrange for our young friend here to have another ride, miss.
Sure.
Go inside the booth.
I beg your pardon?
None of that. Get inside there, like I said. This hand in my pocket means business. I can shoot from the hip.
See, what do you mean bringing that guy in here? Now, I told you to stay away from me while you're on the job.
Hand over that ring.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I said hand it over.
Now, really, don't you think this is going a little too far?
Don't give me none of your lip. I saw you pocket the ring the kid grabbed from me.
What do you want with it?
That's none of your business.
I think it is.
My trigger finger's itching, mister.
Now, listen, you, I don't want no killings around here. Boss
I'm
says if you...
sure I don't know what this is all about. But if you just let me out of here...
Not till you give me that ring.
Very well. Here it is.
The feel of a gun in some guy's ribs always makes him cough up, huh? Hey, this ain't the right ring.
I beg your pardon?
Don't go on saying I beg your pardon all the time. This ain't the right ring. I tell you.
Now, you see what you've done? That guy was just swiping the ring, and you go and act up like this. You got us all in trouble. This guy'll sing to the cops just as sure as soon as he gets out of
He
there.
ain't getting out of here. Not alive, that is.
Well, you ain't going about nobody in here.
I'll give you one more chance, mister. You want to go out under your own power, or do you want to be carried out? It's up to you.
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. I gave you the ring you asked for, and
Okay, if that's the way you want to play it, take a deep breath. It's got to last you a long time.
Now, nothing here you don't.
1, 2...
He's in there. I can see him, officer.
The cops.
Well, this guy ain't going to be alive to meet him.
No? Well, take that.
We're coming, Blackstone.
Now, I've got your gun. Stand back, both of you. All right, O'Reilly. Here's your dope peddler. And here's a little dope to use as evidence.
Tell me, Blackstone, What did the rings have to do with the dope, and how did you know?
Well, it was very simple, really, Alan. So simple that it was almost foolproof.
Until you came along, that is.
We knew that the merry-go-round was where the peddlers were getting their merchandise, but we didn't know how or from whom until we met the little boy, Pete. He gave me my first clue. I realized that there was some very great importance attached to those rings.
After all, a man wouldn't take one away from a kid just for fun.
And then, when the crook insisted on grabbing the seat Rhoda had wanted and made such a scene about it, it all connected in my mind.
Well, it hasn't in mine, yes.
Well, a lot of those rings were hollow. The man who put them into the slot loaded them with dope. He timed them so that the doped ones would come down just as the zebra passed. Our friend would pocket the ring instead of throwing it into the clown's mouth.
But what if someone else got one instead?
Petey did, by accident. Now, most people would have tossed the ring back, but Petey kept his. Generally, no one wanted them.
Blackstone watched the crook on my zebra and saw him palming some of the other rings he took. And he very ostentatiously took the one from Petey and put it in his pocket so the crook could see him do it.
Palming? Gee, I wish I could do that. It always seemed just like magic. Well, so that's how another mystery was solved by magic.
Yes, Alan.
And now, Blackstone, what is the trick?
Well, the next trick I call gravity defied.
You mean it's going to make us laugh?
I mean I'm going to make you pop-eyed with amazement using the simplest of appliances, this coin.
Oh, it's $50.
Now watch. I take the $50 between the thumb and finger of my right hand.
And then?
I set it here upon the fingers of my left, holding the left palm upward.
You're setting the coin on edge.
That's
and it's
right.
just about halfway along your fingers.
When I take my right hand away, what happens?
What? Well, the coin is standing there, balanced.
On the fingers of your left hand.
Say, that is a trick.
Only a trick, Rhoda.
Well, yes, you haven't exactly defied gravity simply by balancing a coin.
You mean you're expecting something more remarkable?
Well, sure.
Well, watch the coin.
Say, it's beginning to tilt backward.
And slowly, too. You'd think the coin was alive.
Well, that's the magic in it. Gradually, the coin is lying down. Slowly, until...
It's flat on your fingers.
Blackstone, what's come over that coin?
Hey, can we have a look at it?
Of course. Here, Rhoda, take it. Wait. They're full of invisible magnetism, but they won't hurt you, Alan.
Oh, well, what bothers me is how the trick worked. You think I could ever figure it out, Blackstone?
Well, I'll give you a few minutes to try, Rhoda. And if you don't, I'll be back to tell you all about it.
Blackstone, I want to know what made that coin behave the way it did.
You won't have to look far to find out, Rhoda. It's right here on the floor.
Well, what's on the floor? An electromagnet?
No, something a lot less complicated. An ordinary pin. Here it is.
Just an ordinary pin? How could that control the coin?
Well, here's how. Before the trick, I grip the pin like this.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, between the lower knuckles of your first two fingers.
Between the first two fingers of the left hand. That's where I hold the head of the pin.
Oh, yeah, I see. And the point is projecting inward.
Which is why I didn't close my left hand too tight. Now for the trick. I show the coin with my right hand and bring it over to my left.
What? Are you setting the coin right against the pin?
Only we can't see the pin. That's why we didn't know it was there.
I remove my right hand and the coin stays balanced. Now watch it tilt.
Why does it do that?
I simply relax my fingers and the weight of the coin bears down upon the pin until they both are flat.
So now you can pass the coin to be examined.
Exactly. And when I open the fingers of my left hand, the pin drops to the floor where you'd never look for it.
Never, unless we knew. And now we know.
I hope you like that trick, ladies and gentlemen. And so until next time, this is Blackstone wishing you good magic and goodbye.
Be with us next time when the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone, tells us the story of the magic writing and explains more tricks that you yourself can perform. Listen in again to Blackstone, the world's greatest living magician.
Magic Detective, starring the world's greatest magician, Blackstone. He tells you the inside story of The Curse of the Yogi. And right after the story, Blackstone will explain tricks that you yourself can perform. Reveal the guarded secrets of the world's greatest living magician. And now, stand by for Blackstone, the Magic Detective. Well, Blackstone, what have you been doing today?
Rhoda and I have been rehearsing a new act, Don.
Oh, quiet, Agmar.
What was that bell?
Oh, that's just Agmar.
I told you to be quiet, Agmar. Can't you hear that Mr. Blackstone is busy talking to Mr. Hancock?
Oh, for heaven's sake, Agmar, go away and talk to someone else.
Who are you talking to? There's nobody here but me.
We're talking to Agmar, the Yogi. He gets very bothersome at times.
Oh, now, look here.
Well, there's only one thing to do, Rhoda. Call Kuthumi. Kuthumi, there's a friend of mine, Agmar the Yogi, trying to talk to me. Would you be good enough to see what he wants?
Oh, now, look, will one of you please break down and tell me what those bells are?
Why, Don, didn't we introduce you to Agmar and Kuthumi? How very rude of us.
What's going on around here?
Rhoda, maybe we'd better take him out of his misery before he explodes.
Okay. Take it easy, Don. Blackstone will tell you how we first met our friends, and then you'll understand everything.
Well, I certainly hope so.
Well, this all happened a year or so ago, Don. One day, Rodney Millbrook, the teller in one of the banks here in town, went to see Professor Calgar, a mystic.
There it is again. You've got to help me. It's haunting me.
My dear man, you will have to tell me what it is that is bothering you before I can help you.
The bells. The bells.
The bells?
Those bells. You hear them, don't you?
I hear nothing.
I'm going mad. I can't stand this. They've got to stop, I tell you. They've got to stop.
My friend, I think these bells are the call of Agmar the Yogi.
Agmar?
Yes. He comes to people who have some crime on their souls. To people who have not confessed their sins.
I've done nothing. I swear it.
But the Yogi knows. The Yogi knows.
I haven't done anything. I haven't.
Confess, my friend, and the bells will leave you. Confess.
But I haven't done anything.
Leave me now. And when you are ready to make your peace with the Yogi and with the world, come back to me. Until then, you will hear the bells of Agmar calling to you.
Look at that man. He tried to jump in front of that truck.
Oh, there he goes again. The crazy fool. What's he trying to do? Commit suicide?
Oh, go after him, Blackstone. He's out of his mind.
I'll get him.
Well, watch out, Blackstone. That truck! Blackstone!
Rhoda, come here, please. I need you.
I'm coming, Blackstone. Oh, golly. That truck missed you both by inches.
Help him with this chap, Rhoda. He's been stunned. Let's take him into that hotel. Well, my friend, you feeling better now?
Yes, thank you, sir.
Look here, maybe I can help you. You were trying to do away with yourself, weren't you?
What if I was? It's my life, isn't it?
Hey, that's no way to talk to a guy who just saved your life.
I can't stand it anymore. Those bells ringing all the time. I can't sleep. I can't think.
What bells?
No, what's the use of talking? You wouldn't be able to hear them. You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Blackstone, the guy's nuts.
I heard that. Maybe I am crazy. Maybe I've lost my mind. If I haven't, I will lose it soon. I can't go on listening to those bells night and day.
Do you hear those bells now?
I always hear them. For over a week, Wait. Do you hear anything?
I don't hear a thing.
Nor I. Do you?
They've stopped. The bells have stopped.
Suppose you tell me about them.
I'm a bank teller. I've never done anything wrong in my life.
And then last week, something funny happened.
What was it?
I was walking across the street after leaving work, and a man came running after me with a $50 bill. He said I'd dropped it. I hadn't. I never had a $50 bill in my life, except in the bank, of course.
And what did you do?
I made him keep it. It wasn't mine. I wouldn't have thought anything of it, except that the same thing kept happening. Hat check girls would find big bills in the band of my hat. Waiters would pick up bills and give them to me.
And then you started hearing the bells?
Yes. And they kept ringing and ringing, and then I got worried. And I looked over my books at the bank, and I'm short. Terribly short.
Are you sure you didn't just absent-mindedly pocket some of that cash? By accident, I mean?
I don't know now. Maybe I did steal that money. Maybe I've lost my mind and just won't remember about it.
Have you told anyone about this?
Not about the money. I went to Professor Calga, though, about the bells.
Professor Calga?
Yes.
Who sent you to him? Who is he?
I told Steve Channing about the bells. He's the teller in the cage next to mine. And he sent me to Calga.
And Calga told you some story about your hearing the bells because you'd committed some crime?
How did you know?
And he said that you'd keep on hearing them until you confessed?
Yes. Yes, that's what he said. I couldn't do it. Not until I was sure that I...
Now, look here. This is what I want you to do.
Professor Calga, I've come...
Yes, my friend.
The bells. I can't stand it anymore. I want to be rid of the bells.
Then you must do as the bells tell you. I will ask you questions, and you must answer as the bell tells you to do. It will ring 3 times for yes, twice for no.
Yes.
Ready?
Ready.
Have you committed a crime?
Yes.
Have you stolen money?
Yes.
Will you put that in writing?
No.
Will you put that in writing, I said?
No, no, no.
Do as I say. Put that in writing. Agma tells you to confess.
And Kulhumi says that you are innocent.
What is the meaning of this? Who are you?
That is what I should ask you. Why have you been framing Millbrook for a crime done by his fellow teller?
Watch out. He's got a gun.
Were you shot, Blackstone?
No, Don, I wasn't. You see, the bell of Kuthumi saved me just as it saved Rodney Millbrook.
Well, how did it save you?
I had the deep-voiced bell hidden under my coat, while Rhoda had Agmar in that scarf around her neck.
Calga always wore his bell in his turban.
And the bell in my coat that night saved me from being killed when Calga shot at me. The bullet hit the bell instead of me.
There's only one thing I don't understand. How did you get into Professor Calga's room in order to save Rod?
Oh, that was easy. While Rod was coming in and Calga was answering his ring at the door, Rhoda and I climbed up the fire escape and hid behind the curtains. However, I had made sure there was a fire escape.
Mm-hmm. So another mystery was solved by magic. Blackstone, what's today's trick?
Well, it's going to be a cigarette trick. Don, let me have that empty beverage bottle on the tray.
Okay.
Thank you. And here's the cigarette. I place it down in the neck of the bottle. And now, what's going to happen when I let go?
Well, the cigarette will fall to the bottom of the bottle.
Not if you add the good old hocus pocus. Watch.
Well, I never.
The cigarette is staying right in the neck of the bottle.
It only dropped a few inches. It's just floating in air.
Well, now, I've seen everything.
No, you haven't, Don. Watch what happens when I snap my fingers.
Well, the cigarette is coming up.
Rising right out of the bottle.
Another snap, and it stops. Now, when I say pocus hocus, it goes in reverse.
It's sinking into the bottle again.
Down, down.
Stop. And hocus pocus, up.
And up it comes.
Up, right up to the very top. See? It's almost completely out of the bottle. Practically standing on end.
It's tipping. It's going to fall.
No. I caught it with my other hand. Here, Rhoda. You can examine the cigarette.
Well, how about the bottle?
Oh, you would be a skeptic, Don. Here's the bottle. Examine it all you want.
All right, it's completely empty. perfectly ordinary bottle.
And a perfectly ordinary cigarette. How did you ever work it?
Well, you think it over, Rhoda. And if you can't think it out, I'll be back to tell you.
Blackstone, now what's the solution to the cigarette mystery?
All right, Rhoda. Here. This is what did the trick.
A piece of black thread.
Yes. With one end tied around the head of an ordinary pin.
And the other end wrapped around a button of your coat.
Well, I still can't see how it made the cigarette rise.
Well, you push the pin into the end of the cigarette. Now you're ready for the bottle.
And you drop the cigarette into it.
Yes, but not the way you would think. The end you put into the bottle is the end with a thread.
Well, how does that help?
Then nobody sees the thread. Look closely, and you'll notice that the thread goes down into the bottle, attached to the bottom end of the cigarette.
And then?
When I move the bottle slowly away from me, the thread draws tight and acts like a lever. It pushes the cigarette up out of the bottle instead of pulling it.
So the top end of the cigarette rises above the lip of the bottle.
Exactly. When I take the cigarette and hand it to Rhoda, the cigarette comes off the pin.
Why, so it does. I never would have noticed it.
And when I hand the bottle to you, the pin simply falls away.
Well, I never even noticed that.
See? Here it is, dangling against my coat on the end of the thread you can't see.
And we've been wasting all this time examining the cigarette and the bottle. What dopes.
Oh, you're not dopes. It's just an exceptionally good trick, that's all.
I'll say it is.
I hope you like that trick, ladies and gentlemen. And until next time, this is Blackstone saying good magic and goodbye.
Be with us next time when the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone, tells us the story of the coin of Cleopatra and explains more tricks that you yourself can perform. Listen in again to Blackstone, the world's greatest living magician.
The Magic Detective, starring the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone. He tells you the inside story of Death Defying Death. And right after the story, Blackstone will explain tricks that you yourself can perform. Reveal the guarded secrets of the world's greatest living magician. Now stand by for Blackstone, the Magic Detective. Blackstone, did you ever work on a midway?
Yes, indeed I did. Years ago.
Lots of magicians start out that way, working carnivals and country fairs.
Well, when I was a kid, I used to love the acts at carnivals better than anything else in the world. I was firmly convinced that when I grew up, I was going to be an acrobat or a high diver. If I was very lucky, that is.
Well, there's nothing particularly lucky about some high divers. Do you remember Steve Matthews, Blackstone?
I certainly do, Rhoda.
He was good and unlucky.
Who was he, a high diver?
Mm-hmm. He used to dive from a tower into a little tank of water about 6 feet deep. It was a wonderful stunt.
Whatever happened to him?
Murdered.
Murder?
Mm-hmm.
But that didn't have anything to do with his diving, did it?
You better tell Alan about it, Blackstone.
Well, there was a carnival playing near here one day, a year or so ago, and Rhoda and I went out to see it.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! You're just in time to see the death-defying, miraculous dive from
See that, huh, Blackstone, huh?
Okay, if you want to, Rhoda.
There is now at the top of the tower the one and only, the daring Steve Matthews.
Oh, he can't really be going to jump from there into that tiny tank, can he?
It's a trick, Rhoda. Don't worry.
Well, that must be a darn good trick. That water isn't over 6 feet deep.
He is rested now, ladies and gentlemen. Watch and watch.
Oh, look.
There he goes. Right into the tank.
Why doesn't he come out of the tank, Blackstone? He'll drown if he stays underwater any longer.
I don't know.
He's dead. Steve Matthews is dead.
My husband.
His neck is broken.
Oh, Steve. Steve.
I want to see Mr. Blackstone, please, miss.
Why, yes, Mrs. Matthews, come right in.
You know me?
Well, Mr. Blackstone and I were at the carnival today.
Then you know it was murder.
Who is that at the door, Rhoda?
It's Mrs. Matthews, Blackstone.
Mrs. Matthews? Oh, I can't tell you how sorry Rhoda and I feel about that terrible accident, Mrs. Matthews.
Accident? Accident? That was no accident. It was a murder.
Oh, you can't mean that.
But I do. I do.
Mrs. Matthews, you're overwrought. That was a very tragic happening this afternoon, but murder? No. Your husband broke his neck as he dived into that tank.
He probably made a deeper dive than he usually did, or he landed wrong. It must have been something like that.
But you don't know what happened before he made that dive. He was threatened. Jerry Lynn told him that he wouldn't live after today.
Oh, excuse me, I'll go.
Go ahead, Rhoda.
Is she here? Mrs. Matthews here?
Why, yes, but...
Alice, what are you doing here? I told you to stay at home.
You can't order me around. I came here to tell Blackstone that you murdered Steve.
Alice, my dear, I'll take you home. You're upset.
Take your hands off me. Stay away. You're a murderer.
Mr. Blackstone, you must realize that Mrs. Matthews has had a great shock. She's overwrought and doesn't realize what she's saying. I'll take her home.
No, don't make me go with him. Don't.
Nobody will make you go anywhere that you don't want to.
Please tell him to go away. Make him leave me alone.
Mr. Lynn, Mrs. Matthews can stay here tonight. She is, as you say, very upset. Perhaps it would be better.
We'll look after her.
Well, if you think it's best. Good night, Alice. Remember, I'll do anything to help you. Mr. Blackstone, Steve Matthews was my best friend. I'd do anything for him. Or for Alice.
Make him go away.
Good night, Mr. Blackstone. Look after her for me.
Oh, his best friend. What a lie. He hated him because I married him. He was jealous that I chose Steve instead of him.
Jerry was in love with you?
Oh, he thought he was. But really, he hated me. Just as his warped mind makes him hate everybody. When I married Steve, he said he'd kill him. And he tried once years ago.
What happened?
He tried to stab him, but I stopped him. Look, that's how I got the scar on my arm.
Well, what happened then?
Oh, we left the carnival, Steve and I. And we never saw him again until last week. Then he asked me to go away with him. I refused, of course.
And today he threatened your husband?
Yes. He said that if Steve didn't give me a divorce, he'd kill him. I didn't want a divorce. I love my husband.
I saw your husband make that last dive. How could Jerry possibly have killed him? Someone would have seen it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, now, look, Mrs. Matthews. Rhoda will show you a place to lie down, and then she and I will see if we can find out anything for you.
Golly, it's spooky here at the carnival this late. What are we hunting for?
I want to go over to that death tank, Rhoda.
It's over in this direction, I think. Gee, the dark gets me all mixed up.
Yes, it is this way, silhouetted against the sky, see?
Blackstone, what do you expect to find?
Well, I have an idea, Rhoda. I know one way Jerry Lynn could have killed Matthews without anyone seeing.
Oh, then you believe Mrs. Matthews? You don't think she's insane?
If what I think is right...
Oh, here's the tank.
Well, I'm going to go inside it. The water's been drained out.
Here's a flashlight.
Oh, thanks, Rhoda. I was right, Rhoda. It's murder.
Shh, quiet. I hear somebody moving.
Stay where you are, Rhoda Brent.
Mr. Lynn.
I got you covered. You'll never get away from here alive.
But I haven't done anything. I don't know anything. I just came for a walk, that's all.
Where's Blackstone?
Well, he's at home. Yeah, he stayed home with Mrs. Matthews. That's what he did.
I don't believe you.
Well, it's true.
Stick up your hands, Lynn.
Look out, Blackstone. He's got a gun.
And so have I, in his ribs. Drop yours, Lynn, or I'll have to pull the trigger. And now we're going to take a little trip to the police.
Now, maybe you understand how Jerry Lynn broke Steve's neck in full view of several hundred people.
But I don't. It was remarkably simple, really, Alan.
Oh, sure.
How? Well, you remember I told Rhoda that there was a trick to diving into a shallow tank of water.
Yes, Blackstone, you did.
Those tanks are lined with canvas that forms a sort of safety net. The diver hits the water, which breaks his fall a little. Then he hits the taut canvas. It bounces him back like the net under a high wire act.
Oh, I see how he does it. But I still don't see what killed him. Had Jerry removed the canvas?
No, that would have been noticed. He simply slid a moving platform on wheels under the canvas and loosened the canvas a little. Instead of bouncing him up, it made him land right on the solid, canvas-covered platform.
So Mrs. Matthews was right. But tell me, how did you ever know about the canvas trick?
Well, Alan, I'm a magician, remember? And it's my job to know all kinds of tricks. That's a part of my magic.
And so, another mystery was solved by your knowledge of magic.
Right, Alan.
And now, Blackstone, what about a trick?
Something really impossible this time.
All right. Let's begin with a dollar bill.
Your own, I hope.
My own, since you insist. And next, I want an empty glass.
Here's one. Will this do, Blackstone?
Yes. Set it... you set it down too soon, Alan. I wanted you to rest it on the dollar bill while it's standing on edge.
On the edge of a dollar bill? That's impossible.
No, it isn't. Rhoda, hold that dollar bill on edge.
Well, there it is. I've folded it, and when I take my hand away, the dollar bill stands on edge.
Very good, Rhoda. The dollar bill has a few creases, and that's why it's standing. But now, let's see you rest the glass on it.
All right, here goes. Oh, my. That didn't work at all.
Look, let me try.
Okay.
There where I see a double crease.
Only it didn't stay. Hey, catch it before it rolls off the table.
I got it. Here, do you want to try it again?
Oh, no use, Blackstone. It just can't be done.
Oh, but it can, Rhoda.
You mean you can actually stand a dollar bill on edge and make a glass stand on the dollar bill?
I can.
On that table, right in front of it?
On that very table.
And take your hands away with no strings, magnets, or nothing to brace the dollar bill?
Right, Rhoda. I'll stand the bill on edge and balance the glass on the top edge of the bill.
Show it.
Well, you try it a few more times, and if you can't catch on, I'll be back to show you just how it's done.
Here's your dollar bill, Blackstone.
You mean you figured out the trick, Rhoda?
Oh, no. I guess you've got to show me how it's done. There's the glass. Now balance it on the bill.
Oh, very well. Now, first we take the dollar bill and roll it.
Oh, wait a moment. What are you rolling inside that dollar bill?
Nothing at all, Rhoda. I'm simply rolling the bill, and rather loosely at that. Now I set it on the table, on edge.
But you're still holding the dollar bill.
Only to keep it from unrolling. It's now shaped like a cylinder, a little smaller than the diameter of the glass.
Yes, that's right.
So I set the glass carefully on the edge of the loosely rolled bill. I take away both hands.
And the dollar bill is standing.
The glass is balanced on its edge.
The weight of the glass keeps the bill from unrolling.
And the trick is done. A glass balanced on the edge of a standing dollar bill.
I hope you liked that trick, ladies and gentlemen. And until next time, this is Blackstone saying good magic and goodbye.
Be with us next time when the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone, tells us the story of the criminal who caught himself and explains more tricks that you yourself can perform. Listen in again to Blackstone, the world's greatest living magician.
Magic Detective, starring the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone. He tells you the inside story of Death in the Crystal. And right after the story, Blackstone will explain tricks that you yourself can perform. Reveal the guarded secrets of the world's greatest living magician. Now, stand by for Blackstone, the Magic Detective. I didn't know you told fortunes, Blackstone.
I don't. Why?
Well, isn't this a fortune teller's crystal?
Well, yes, and then again, no.
What do you mean by that?
It might be, and then again, it might not be.
Oh, watch out, Blackstone. Don's getting all red in the face, the way he always does when we tease him.
Are you puzzled, Don?
Well, you're talking in riddles, Blackstone. Is it or is it not a fortune teller's crystal?
Well, yes, Don, it is.
But it isn't, really.
Oh, stop it, you two.
Well, death was predicted in that crystal once, Don. Death for Blackstone.
And for a few moments there, I thought the crystal was right.
Well, what's the story?
Well, that crystal belonged to a Dr. Scorpio. I first heard about him from a Mrs. Gillingsworth.
Oh, Mr. Blackstone, he's the most wonderful man.
He sounds like a very interesting fortune teller.
Oh, mercy, no. He's a doctor of a doctor, whatever it is, that predicts things.
Oh. Have you been to him?
Oh, yes. And he told me just exactly where they were and who had done it. He told you where what were and who had done what. Promise not to tell? Oh, sure, we promised.
Yes, of course.
I had a diamond necklace. Oh, did you know? Well, this one, as a matter of fact. I was quite famous for it. Well, one day it was stolen. I was so upset, my dear.
You went to the police?
No, I couldn't. You see, this necklace is paste. I couldn't go to the police and say my diamonds had been stolen. It would have been a fib. And you couldn't say it was just paste, because then people would have found out. That was it exactly. I've never breathed a word of it to anyone except my 4 best friends. It's my own little secret.
I can see that.
Well, when the necklace disappeared, I was desperate. I didn't know which way to turn. And then someone told me about Dr. Scorpio. And he told you just where the diamonds were? Exactly. Oh, you must go to see him, my dear. You'll be mad about him. And do go on a Wednesday afternoon.
Why Wednesday?
Because then that horrid Miss Fanning that works for him won't be there. She's most disagreeable. She won't let you have a moment alone with him. I've often felt that there was more between them than meets the eye. But one mustn't gossip, must one? Well, I've got to be running along now. Goodbye, all. Goodbye. Golly, what a woman.
Rhoda? I think it might be interesting to pay Dr. Scorpio a visit on Wednesday. Now, Rhoda, listen carefully. I'll go into Dr. Scorpio's house. In 5 minutes, I want you to go in that open window over there and search the place.
Right.
I'll meet you back here in the car in an hour. That means we can get back to the hotel by sunset.
Okay, Maestro.
Good luck, Rhoda. See if you can find any traces of stolen jewelry. Scorpio reveals much more than he could possibly guess. Goodbye. I would like to see Dr. Scorpio, please.
I am he.
May I come in? I've heard that you might help me to recover a pin I lost a few days ago.
Oh, yes, come in. Right down this way. In here.
Thank you.
Now, won't you take that chair?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Now, about this pin of yours. I want you to understand that I cannot always find jewels for people. I am not a fortune teller, but a doctor of the occult sciences. I do not claim to be infallible.
So I understand.
Now, if you will just look into this crystal a moment.
But, I don't understand. A crystal? Isn't that a prop used by many cheap fakes?
You are very intelligent, Mr. I use the crystal simply to make my clients concentrate. It is a device, that is all. Any object would do, of course, but a crystal seems to be expected by so many people, it seems simpler to give them what they want.
Yes.
So if you will concentrate, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, you knocked him out.
Miss Fanning, what is the meaning of this, and who is this woman you have with you?
You hit Blackstone with that gun. He's unconscious.
I'm very sorry, Dr. Scorpio, but I found this woman searching the library when I came back from my walk. She had found the...
Who are you?
My name's Brent, if that'll help any.
What are you doing here?
Sightseeing.
Did you say this man's name was Blackstone?
Well, what of it?
I see. The magician who plays at being a detective. Very interesting. Tie them up, Fanning.
Very good, Dr. Scorpio. The gentleman seems to be unconscious, so I shall bind up the young woman first.
You take your hands off
Gladly.
me.
Then I shall be forced to use the end of my pistol on your head, just as I did on your supine friend.
You went to it. Where do you want me to go?
Sit in that chair, my dear. That's it. And I'll bind you. That's right. And through there. And through there.
I'm tying up your detective friend, Miss Brent.
What? Where? Oh, my head.
Oh, are you all right, Blackstone?
I think so. What hit me? Where? Oh.
Your little ruse didn't work, Mr. Blackstone. Your assistant discovered our very profitable game, I'm sorry to say. But the information won't do you any good.
Doctor, don't you think it might be a very good idea to do away with these two? I have my gun.
All in good time. It is almost sunset. As soon as it is dark, you and I will leave for, shall we say, greener pastures.
You wouldn't dare kill us.
Perhaps not. But we can leave you here to starve to death. It'll be months before anyone will come into the house. My clients are used to my going away on research trips.
Going away to steal, you mean?
Oh, come now, Miss Brent. Must we be coarse?
You're tied, Blackstone, and you can't escape. If you move, Miss Fanning will be forced to shoot.
It would be a pleasure, my dear doctor.
It's a shame the crystal is in back of you, Mr. Blackstone, or you might be able to read your own death in it.
The sun's almost setting, Doctor.
Good. Now, I think it might be better if you gagged our two friends. We wouldn't want them to try and shout for help, would we? Give me your gun, so I can keep them covered.
Yes.
I don't trust the magician. He might try to escape from his ropes.
Here you are, Miss Brent. A gag for you. And one for you, Mr. Blackstone. He's loose. The magician's loose.
But you can't escape. I've got you covered.
And I've got Miss Fanning as a shield. You don't dare
Hey,
shoot.
Doctor, never mind. It's your only chance.
You've wounded us, Scorpio. Well, take out. Ow. Now I've got the gun. We're going to take a little trip to the police.
You mean you threw Miss Fanning at Dr. Scorpio?
Exactly, and the force of the blow knocked the gun out of his hand.
Oh, but Blackstone, how did you escape? You couldn't have moved.
I didn't. The setting sun was coming in the window, you remember. The crystal ball behind me caught the sun's rays and converged them onto the rope and acted like a burning glass. It severed the ropes by burning them. That's all there was to it.
Was Scorpio really a crook?
I should say he was. He stole practically everything he could lay his hands on. What he couldn't dispose of easily, or what wasn't really valuable, he returned in his role of seer. Oh, it made a perfect cover-up.
So another mystery was solved by magic.
Right, Don.
And what's the trick this time, Blackstone?
To begin with, we use a piece of string about 2 feet long. Here, look it over, Don.
And what else?
A small paper tube. See it?
Yeah, I see it. It looks about the length of a drinking straw.
Yes, a drinking straw would do perfectly for this trick if you happen to have one handy.
But if one isn't handy, you just roll a tube.
That's right, Rhoda. Now, give me the string, Don. I'm going to push the string right through the tube. There you are.
That looks fair enough.
Now I fold the tube in half right down the middle, string and all.
So the ends of the string are hanging side by side.
Just as you see them, Rhoda. Only I have to pull the ends a trifle to get them even.
Why do they have to be even, Blackstone?
So the magic word will work. There. They're just right. Now, Rhoda, hand me those scissors.
Here you are. What are you going to do, cut the string?
The string and the tube both, right at the very center. Here goes.
You did cut the string.
And the paper tube with it.
And now the problem is to restore the string, which I do with the magic word.
What magic word?
The one I just said while you weren't listening. Look, I pull the ends of the tube away.
Why, the string is restored, Rhoda. It's as good as ever.
Well, let me see that string.
Here you are, Rhoda.
Well, it really is restored, isn't it?
Restored by magic, Rhoda. And if you can't guess how, I'll be back to tell you.
Now, what about this wonderful string that restores itself, Blackstone?
Well, Rhoda, the trick wasn't in the string. It was in the paper tube.
Well, how could the tube help work the trick?
Well, here's another tube, just about the size and shape of a drinking straw.
Yes, I see it.
Well, now take a closer look at the center of the tube.
Why, it's been cut like a slit.
Let me see the tube, Rhoda.
You won't notice it unless you look for it, Don. A short slit cut lengthwise in the center of the tube.
I see it. But how does that help the trick?
Well, here's how. I put the string through the tube.
Yes, like you did before.
And I bend the tube in half with the slit underneath.
Well, what happens then?
I hold the center of the tube between my thumb and forefinger, and I pull the ends of the string.
Then that brings the center of the string down through the slit in the tube.
Exactly, Rhoda. Only you can't see the string, can you?
Of course not. It's hidden by your thumb and forefinger.
So when I cut the center of the paper tube, what happens?
Well, you cut the paper, but you don't cut the string.
That's the answer, Rhoda. When I draw the pieces of the tube away, there's the string as good as ever.
And that's as good a trick as we've ever seen, Blackstone. Our listeners will say the same when they try.
I hope you like that trick, ladies and gentlemen. And until next time, this is Blackstone saying good magic and goodbye.
Be with us next time when the world's greatest living magician, Blackstone, tells us the story of the Hindu sword cabinet and explains more tricks that you yourself can perform. Listen in again to Blackstone, the world's greatest living magician.